Yo, shout out to the most hottest, double eyes, even though Lawrence say this, LD's also known Lawrence and one for another episode of I Need to Know with my special guest. Introduce yourself, G.
Hey, yo, my name is G-Biz. I'm one of the coolest guys in town.
Hey, you almost sound like a wrestler. You said, "Yeah, my name is G-Biz.
Hey, bro,
I'm one of the coolest guys in town."
You gotta lay that moniker out there. You feel me? Because I mean, if you was really rocking with it back in the day, everybody got to slide through with that.
Come on,
you
now.
Feel me?
So this is what I like to ask all my guests before we even get started. How did you get your name? Where did the G-Biz come from?
Man, so it's actually my name, just minus a few letters. That's been my nickname for dumbass long, bro. I used to play football, and one of my partners just was like, bro, he was like, "Hey, G-Biz, hey, G-Biz." He was just hitting me with that on the field, bro, and it just stuck. Gotcha. And I mean, that's I got it tatted on me. That's legit my name.
Okay, for sure. So this is what I want to know, man. Somebody, one of my people, I told him that I was interviewing you, and he said something about, did you get your car back?
Did I get my car back?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I think I'm going to have to get a new one.
Talk about the story. What happened? So then the people out there know exactly what we're talking about.
Man, I mean, shit, living in Oakland, bro. Car got smacked. Like, and it was a hit and run. Man, but it's so many stories like that going on in Oakland right now. You feel me? You can't even mob around and I see somebody maybe missing a front end of their joint, or you feel me, the back is smashed in. I mean, have we all not seen it? And that's if you lucky enough to still have your whip. I know dumbass people that got their car stolen. You feel me? Yeah. Snatched out of garages. They had it sitting up there thinking it was secure 24 hours and whatever. Or, oh man, it was over here and the footage showing from your Ring camera. Fools and brought a whole ass, you feel me, crane in the middle of the night, snatched your shit, bruh. So, shit, bruh, product of living in the city.
Where were you at?
Bruh, shit. What you mean, bruh, in the East?
Oakland?
Yeah.
What side? Yeah, East.
In the East.
Okay, was you mobbing and shit like that? Or?
Yeah, bruh, for sure. I mean, like I said, riding in the car, bruh, and bow, you get smacked instantly. Your first thought is, okay, bruh, let me figure out what's going on, whatever. And then fools just get on. So now it's like, okay, well, let me go ahead and figure it out on my own. That's life, bro.
Gotcha. And did you? So you work as a DJ?
Yeah. Well, I'm an on-air personality. I don't spin on air. I talk my shit. 106. We can cuss in here, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you know how it is. You can't say the most controversial word in America right now.
No, I ain't Trump.
No.
Oh, okay.
It starts with an F.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you read me?
Do I read you? I mean, bruh, what you mean?
I'm asking you, do you know what word I'm talking about?
The most dangerous word in America?
No,
right
the
now?
most controversial.
The most controversial
word in America. You can't say that one on this show.
Ooh, okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It starts with an F.
I don't know about F. The one I'm thinking about starts with an R.
All right, man.
Reparations.
Yeah.
I'm talking about reparations.
That ain't gonna get us kicked out there. It might get us some motherfucking money.
I mean, ain't that what we want?
Yeah.
Reparations. Yeah, I'm being controversial as hell. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So you a personality?
Yeah. So I'm an on-air personality, man. I actually went to school, studied radio broadcasting at San Jose State. I was a media major. Broadcasting was my focus. So I really went to school and studied radio. And I started my I'd say major kind of radio career in the Bay Area at San Jose State at KSJS. So that was where I first had my radio show in college. Did that, and then I actually interned at KMEL. And when I interned there, I ended up leaving there and I went to do sports radio.
Gotcha.
So I worked over at KMBR. From KMBR, I ended up working over at the game at KMGZ. So I was there for a while as well, running boards, doing, street stuff. KBLX, I worked there. It's honestly probably more radios. It's less radio stations in the Bay Area that I haven't worked at than a list. I'll tell you the ones I have for sure.
Gotcha. Well, now that we on the topic of sports, because I heard you mention sports. Why it's a hot topic. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about LeBron James' son going to the NBA?
I think that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's dope, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I don't care who you are, how you want to slice it, bro. There's no way a man can't say I wouldn't want to see my son achieve something, right?
That's right.
And not only are you watching your son achieve something, you're literally going to be playing the game that you love, and you hope that he truly loves with his heart. But, I mean, shit, Bronny been had a basketball in his hand before he could even walk.
That's right.
So, you feel me? That's dope as fuck, bro. That's the second coming of what? Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonds. Was that
Yeah.
the last time we might have seen some shit like that?
I know Ken Griffey and his father.
Ken Griffey and his dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's dope, bruh. And LeBron, man, go on and get it, young blood. Go ahead, Bronny. I hope Bronny ball out. I'm not gonna put him in my parlay, but I hope he ball out.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody was sitting
You
up
know?
there, somebody was sitting up there talking about, man, he ain't this, he ain't that, and that's nepotism. You know, like
It is.
And I'm like, so
Yeah.
what? I mean, nepotism. Motherfuckers been looking at nepotism longer than than you think. I said, like when you go to the corner store and then you see the Arabian kid, you know what I'm saying, working
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I said, that's his son. I said, that nigga out front cleaning up for beer, that's your daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, shit, I mean, we can go even deeper to that. You want to talk America? Hell, you can talk white wealth. That is
Yeah.
nepotism.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel me? Bruh, you know, so I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. That shit dope as fuck. Go on and get him, Brian and Bronny. I hope they run it up. Y'all ain't gonna beat the Warriors, though.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with that.
So how has your career actually been at KMEL? Like, is it everything that you thought that it would be? And what's the difference between working there and at other stations?
You know, it's a blessing, man. I always tell people, you know, the hardest part of my day, man, is waking up. Honestly, it is. You know, I'm doing a lot. God is good. I'm blessed every day to be able to get up and have breath in my lungs and, you know, sit down and get paid to be in a room full of, you know, like-minded people, witty people, and have conversation, you know? I feel like I wish we had sometimes more opportunity for you guys to really see the in-depth conversations that we have when the mics aren't on. But I'm thankful to be able to get up and do that every day, man. I mean, you know, I'm a Bay Boy, man. So for me, like, being able to talk shit on the station that I grew up on, it's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And is it a different like type of energy at different radio stations? Like, do you feel like you have more freedom at KMEL versus KBLX?
Man, you know, well, at KBLX, I was never on air.
Okay.
I was never on air at KBLX. I did some board work. I did a lot of street stuff. You feel me? Even at KMBR, you know, same thing. At most of my stations, there's only a few stations I actually had my own show or I had an on-air spot. That was at KSJS in San Jose. That was the college radio station. KPOO, shout out to KPOO, public radio out in San Francisco. You know, right there in the heart of the Mo. You feel me? And KMEL. And for me, it's when I actually won the competition to get the spot at the radio station, it felt like a homecoming.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, for me, you know, like I said, I had my first gig interning there, and it just felt like it was full circle.
Gotcha. Now, is it true that there's a board, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, let's just say Outkast came in town or something like that, or just some top person wanted to get their record played, that they got to go through like a bunch of DJs, like there's already a board on what's going to be played. That's why they play the same songs over there over and over?
No, so I'll tell you what it is. The way they decide to play which songs when on the radio, like you ever heard of the Nielsen rating?
No.
So Nielsen is what rates all of pretty much, you know, audio media, basically. So when you talk about radio stations, how we get our ratings, it's rated by Nielsen, which is a company, right? So in that, they also have folks who they literally pay to, you know, to sit and also dissect, do all types of surveys, tests, and everything to monitor top songs. And this is not something that they do quarterly. This is something they do on a regular basis. So from, you know, these meter ratings, that's where they get a lot of these numbers, right? And generally, you know, you talk to people on the street, oh man, I listen to y'all all day. The average listener only gives you about 15 minutes of their time a day, right? Mm-hmm. The highest time that they listen is when in the car.
Yeah.
Right? They listen when they're driving to work, when they're dropping their kids off at school, you know, in the morning. And they listen when they're coming home from work and when they're picking the kids up from school in the afternoon. So those are the two hot times and two biggest spots on the radio. So those are the prime times that they're monitoring. They're also monitoring the stuff that we play, of course, in the midday section and the stuff that we play at night. But that's where you might get a little more loose with your time. Generally in the midday, that's why you hear more throwback music. They'll give you a flashback. You'll get more gold records. That's what they're called, gold records, right? Then at nighttime, you get more newer music. That's where you might get the younger artists, newer artists, because generally folks who are listening at that time are a lot of youngsters who might be out of school, hanging, or, you know, they doing their homework and they just listen to the radio generally. So they dissect those numbers by who's listening at those times. And also they going primarily in 15-minute increments. Gotcha. So when you say like, oh man, I hear this song all the time. Well, that's because, you know, they have power records. Certain power records play at least once an hour, right? Then you got, you know, median records. You go, those you might hear, you know, once every couple hours, once every 3, right? Then you also have specialty records. Those get played, you know, it's like a little sprinkle on top of it. You feel me? Then the most times you'll ever get on a radio station of, you know, a very unique, eclectic blend of new music, old music, current music is going to be when the DJ is spinning live.
Gotcha.
And when the DJ is live, that's why you can get whatever they might be feeling at the time, but also understand that these big conglomerate, you know, radio stations, it's still a set list of songs that we have to hit, right? You still got to hit this record. You still got to hit that record, right? But in between there, the DJ has a little bit more, you know, a little bit more power and a little bit more autonomy on deciding what it is they want to play.
Gotcha. Now, I was going to ask you, do you think that it's local radio stations' job to break local artists' records?
You know, honestly, I'll tell you this much. With today's access for music, no.
Break that down then.
No, because again, like I told you, anybody can access music anywhere now, right? Your hottest times to get people listening to the radio, you know, like we just said, it's really only twice a day, right? And they're generally going to play the power records, right? A lot of those power records. Now, if you're an artist, you're saying I'm independent, right? I'm coming out of wherever, you feel me? Vallejo, Hayward, you know, pick a space. And you're saying, okay, well, the radio station got to play my record. Do you think if you send your song up there, the first thing they're going to do is put your record on at 9 a.m. in the morning? Should that be an honest expectation?
No. Ain't they going to look at the numbers first?
They always do, right?
Yeah.
Again, this is a business. Them people is for sure going to be like, man, number one, that's not even an artist we know. Number two, right? That's not a song people know. So it's an instant tune out, right? If you're an artist and you're looking at that, you're looking at it from that mind state, then you say, okay, well, if I am dedicating myself to getting on this station, I'm going to do it however I can. Well, there's spaces for that. You know, Lex and I, we got Damn It's Late. Every week, we got 2 new songs we play. You feel me? You also got the Mansion Show. Black Mark, Lex, Shay. You feel me? Shout out to my brother Philmo Mike. They all on there. They got records that they open and that they spin, right? Same way Von breaks records. Ricky breaks records, right? But your song might get a spin or a few spins, but the main legwork is still gonna have to be on the artist.
Yeah. Right
now, social media is free, bruh. It should be a driving force in promoting your music if you're an artist. And that's not just, okay, I'm going to post, you know, my song whenever I drop it. I'm going to just put the little sound. I might put the sounder, or, you know, maybe if I shoot a video, I'm going to throw a little clip up on Instagram. No, bro, you have to be putting your money into this on all facets. YouTube, Facebook, you got to be getting your ads up. You got to be out there at these parties. You got to be making sure you're getting the email list set whenever you're doing a show. You got to have these people pull up. All you need to sustain yourself as an artist is 1,000 loyal fans. If you have 1,000 loyal fans that show up whenever you do a show, show up whenever you drop something, stream your records, you can live off of that income. If you have your music on streaming sites and you have your paperwork correct, and you make sure that you're getting your money through your ASCAP for your own publishing.
Yeah.
As an independent artist, that's what it's about. You need to own your own publishing. You need to own your own masters. Well, if you're going behind that, that means you're betting on yourself. Nobody who has ever bet on themselves has not put money into that. And in today's space where you have all these different platforms to put this music up, if you're not doing that all the way in, and you sending a record up to the radio station thinking that's gonna do something for your career, do you think it's gonna work?
You asking me that?
Yeah. Do you think that's gonna work?
I seriously don't. I'm sitting up there
No,
like,
it's not, bruh. You gotta get it out the mud. That's real life, bruh. Filthy got it out the mud.
Yeah.
LaRussell getting it out the mud. Simba got it out the mud. Simba made a different lane. Simba said, "Look, I'm gonna just go down to LA and write for these suckers because I know I could do that until I get my shine." Now, come on, bruh. Like,
because I remember
can't say it's not doable.
Because I remember one of the last real records from Oakland that worked its way from the streets to the radio station was that NoHo record, D-Lo NoHo.
You think that was one of the last ones?
One of the biggest last ones.
I mean, for sure, but I mean that's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
You don't think there's any other records that have?
I'm saying one that really sticks out in my mind.
I mean that's a Bay Area classic now, though.
Yeah.
That's just like Up. You feel me? Shout out to Susie.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? You know, I mean, him and Rancy, that's a Bay Area classic. I don't care where Love Rance at. If Fools is out of the party, bruh, and Love Rance is there, bruh, throw on Up, bruh, give Rancy the mic, let him go ahead and do his joint.
Yeah.
What you mean, man? Like, you talking about, those are true Bay Area
I
classics.
had Rance in here. He went platinum on that shit.
Yeah, bro, come on. Like, you can't say it's not folks out here who have done it. I mean, Neffy took big time into, bro. Come on, bro. You feel me? Out of this world, people weren't expecting that. Bro, shout out to my brother Stunner Man. You feel me? Bro, what the folks was out here in the middle of the Super Bowl talking about, what? I'm big stepping. Come on, bro. You can't say you can't get it. You can't say you can't get it here. You've seen too many examples of it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of records, I want to talk about this new record, right? Would you say that Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar is in the top 5 diss records of all time?
Top 5 diss records. Ooh. Don't wet me. Let me go through my Rolodex. What? I'm a real connoisseur of the actual art.
Come on, Neil.
But
so
yes, she did. You know what? I wanna say yes off top
because it's 3 that don't move. It's 3 that don't move.
What's your 3?
No Vaseline, Ether, and Hit 'Em Up don't move.
Never move.
They don't move.
Never.
The other two, my other two until this,
okay,
it was Dre Day and Wanksta.
Dre Day and Wanksta. Ooh, 50. Yeah.
50 is the shit, man.
Man. I still, you know the funny shit is for me.
What's that?
The coldest one for me with Fifth wasn't even the way he did Ja, bro. It was Cam. I still remember the video. This thing gonna roll up the back of the limousine, and that motherfucker said Cameron, R.I.P. had his birthday on the shit, and then it had the date. Where that motherfucker said, Cameron, you better learn how to talk to me. I said, nigga.
Well, did you hear when they was going back and forth on the radio station?
Yeah, bro. I said, bro, he disrespectful.
But Cam did trolling pretty bad, though.
He was. I mean, he was on bullshit. But yeah, no, I definitely think it's got to be there because you just got to look at the way that it's not only taking over like the coast, it's taking over the world.
That's
it's
right.
taking over the summer. They already talking about he might be getting a Grammy for this. I mean, bruh, when it happened, you got to look at it like this. Billboard was sitting straight at these numbers. Kendrick, number 1, Not Like Us. Then Euphoria, number 3 was Like That. Him and Metro and them. Number 5, Euphoria. I think Drake didn't come in until like maybe 4 or something like that. But he had 4 diss records in the top 5 on Billboard against this man. Drake had 1. He had 1.
Yeah.
But the nigga had 4 records on your helmet, bro. Like, come on. So, I mean, obviously, it's it's got its own legs at this point, man. So I mean, absolutely. This if nothing else had already done it. I mean, if it wasn't already what did he get, the Pulitzer Prize? If it wasn't already the number of Grammys, this is another accolade that's gonna cement that man on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
Yeah.
Period. That's what it is.
Do you think Kendrick Lamar is going to go down ranked higher as a rapper than Lil Wayne?
Then Wayne. Nah. I don't think so. I'm going to tell you why.
Come on now.
I'm going to tell you why. you know, when you say that, and I hate to use this comparison. Okay. But I look at it the same way when people be asking, so would you say that would you say LeBron is better than Steph? LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron's the GOAT. Valid argument. You know why he's not better than Stephen Curry? Stephen Curry has revolutionized the game of basketball. Lil Wayne changed hip-hop, bro. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you look at it.
Twice, though.
In so many different ways. Like, Kendrick's style is so unique, it's hard to almost kind of mimic that. You can't be the next Kendrick Lamar. When you talk about a Uzi, when you talk about, Kodak Black, when you talk about even an XXXTentacion, these are all kids who came up
from Lil Wayne.
From them is Wayne's, them is demon spawn.
Yeah.
Them is his kids.
Yeah.
And not his demon spawn. But yes, they are. I mean, Lil Wayne changed the game of hip hop forever. And no matter how you look at it, that in itself puts him in the upper echelon of upper echelon.
Would you say, is it safe to say that he popularized mumble rap?
I mean, yeah, I'd say so. You know what? I'm not gonna say he popularized it.
Not create, popularize.
Yeah,
because somebody can create something,
very true,
but not popularize it.
Very true. I say for sure. Because yes, people were doing it before Wayne, but Wayne's reach was so massive. Like it was like the same way that T-Pain, when he started doing fucking auto-tune, and then everybody and their mama had to put that shit on the song.
Now T-Pain is the Steph Curry of hip hop to me.
To you? Yeah. I mean, he changed the game. Literally, he did. I don't care, bruh, what nobody got to say. The man is already an artist, but when he did that, and nobody still could even, you couldn't even, mimic his sound.
Yeah.
T-Pain, literally, he opened up a whole new lane for niggas. Niggas like, I ain't got to sing, nigga. Oh, shut up, bruh. Kanye was like, hey, come to the house. I need you to teach me how to do that. Bruh, everybody and their mama was running to that motherfucker, bruh.
Who was your favorite person to work with at KMEL?
My favorite person to work with at the station?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I love Sana G.
Yeah.
I really do. Sana and I definitely have a brother and sister relationship.
Okay.
And she challenges me every day, man, but she makes me better. And she just ain't got no sense.
Yeah.
And I ain't got no sense. So so it works. It does work. You know what I mean? It really is it's a blessing, man. I'm thankful just to be able to kind of come up under somebody and be able to, study under her and learn from her and really be able to soak up a lot of game, in an industry that people look at and be like, man, like, I don't understand even the art of the need when you got this option, you got that option, da, da, da. But honestly, radio is a true art because people don't show up necessarily, even just going back to what you asked about with the songs. They show up to hear us.
Yeah.
A lot of folks, especially if you're talking about local radio, they show up to hear us.
Yeah.
They show up because I'm getting in the car, I got my kids in the car, and I want to hear what they talking about. Sonic gonna say something crazy. I know this fool biz ain't got no sense, and I want to hear Crush on You. Who trying to go out today? Because sometimes it be messy, sometimes it be sweet, but you want to, we home cooking, man.
What famous pair do y'all kind of like have a chemistry like, if any,
Famous pair we got a chemistry like? I mean, Shaq and Kobe, Jordan Pippen. Where you want to go with it?
Where you going?
I mean, Magic and Kareem. I don't know, man. We up there. Goatus. What?
I know that's right.
Serena and Venus, nigga. It was Goatus, nigga. Goatus. What? De Niro, Pacino. Goatus. You know what I'm talking about? Which way? How you want it, man?
Goatus.
Goatus. You feel me? Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett, nigga. Goatus, nigga.
So you a Warrior fan?
Yeah.
So this what I want to know. If Chris Mullin, in his prime, played in the place of Klay Thompson,
oh, okay,
would they still be a championship caliber team?
Ooh, you know what? That's a good damn question. I'm going to say yes, just because you got to respect the Hall of Famer. I mean, the man was on the dream team. I feel like Klay got better defense than Mully had. You feel me? But, yeah, I mean, that ain't no question, bro. I mean, Mully was a shooter. Mully was a scorer. He was a dog. He was down. He was really scrappy. Like, for sure. I don't think that's even a question. Now, if you talking about trying to trade, Klay out with, I don't know, Danielle Marshall, I don't know. It might be different. If you talking about trying to trade him with Mark Price, I don't know. I ain't gonna have the same.
Do you think that Kevin Durant?
Larry Hughes could.
Do you think that it was the biggest mistake of Kevin Durant's career to leave the Golden State Warriors?
I mean, no, because he's a basketball player and he went for a bag and he got it. But if you talk about his legacy, I think his legacy would have been bigger had he stayed here, for sure. I think Kev, probably let his emotions get in the way, which is understandable. You're on a team that it feels almost like, you like Johnny Gill trying to step in space of Bobby. You like, hey, it's cool if I sing with y'all. And they like, yeah, bro, you got the coldest voice. And, Kev was doing his thug. And then it was like, hey, but I don't like the way this dark nigga be talking to me. And Draymond is like, this is what we do. And Kev was like, I don't know, bro.
Hey, why this motherfucker took me back to Santa Rita?
Bro,
this is what we do.
Dude, man, like, I already got a couple rings. I think I'm... And Kev said, all right, then I'm going to head out. And that's what he did, But I think if he'd have really, probably dug his heels in and said, man, fuck it, this is really where I want to be. This is really where I want to play. I think their legacy, honestly, man, who knows what it would look like right now. But, I mean, that ain't the tail of the tape.
Since the Warriors been a dynasty, who team is that?
What you mean, bro? The light-skinned assassin.
Some people say it's Draymond's team.
I mean, Draymond is the heart.
I would go with that.
Draymond is the heart of the team. Yeah. Draymond is absolutely the heart of the team. You can't say
Steph is the brain.
You can't. Well, he's not just the brain, bro. Steph is the body.
I think the team is the body.
I mean,
I think the team is the body. Steph is the right hemisphere of the brain, responsible for offense. Clay is kind of a mixture of both, and Dre is the heart.
I think the team. I think the team is the bank. I think the team is the bank. I think Steph is walking into that bitch, and he's got his heart beating, and his left arm, Clay, is right there, and the right arm. Trust me, bruh. The team is the bank. Ask Joe Lacob, nigga. That's you see how much they the increases he bought that damn team, bruh. He bought that team. It was worth $300-something million. Yeah. That motherfucker worth over 8.5 billion right now. Come on, bruh. What you mean, bro? Hey, Joe, if you listening, we do some real dope things in community. Me and my family, we do some real dope things in community.
You know what?
Come talk to us, Joe.
You know what I'm about to say?
Go to bro. Come on. You feel me? Do something good in Oakland, Joe.
Well, speaking of doing something good, don't you do something with like the youth and stuff like that in the business?
I do, man. So I've been working in youth development for a number of years, a really, really long time. And primarily I've been working in San Francisco on a digital music lab. So we create programming for youngsters, 14 to 21 year olds. And we were based in Bayview, Hunters Point for a very long time, and out in like the outer Fillmore. Now we're over downtown on Bryant Street in Soma. And so what we do is basically we have a group of youth that are in different programs throughout San Francisco where they get paid basically for coming and learning. So they get paid for their time. It's like, wherever the kids want to get outsourced, if they're like, well, I'm interested in healthcare, they'll place you at a hospital. If you're saying, well, I'm interested in youth development, they'll go and they'll put you at a rec center, right? So the kids who say, well, we're interested in learning music, they come to our program. And so with us, we teach them how to songwrite. We teach them the history of music and media. We also teach them how to use FL Studios, which is Fruity Loops, for those of y'all that don't know, like the production software. Yeah. We teach them how to record, how to mix, how to master, and also we do stage performance training with them. And then at the end of the program, it's an 8-week program. They all go through a graduation. At the end of the graduation, basically, they all have at least one song that they've written, produced, recorded, and mixed down on their own.
Dope.
And then they perform it for the graduation. Parents and of course different collaborators and community partners. And then after that, number one, again, they're getting paid for their time. All the youth who participate in this, they get checks. Some get them throughout the program, some get a lump sum at the end, but they all get paid. They also get a laptop, they get a microphone, they get a pair of headphones, and they get the software that they learn how to use already installed on the laptop. So now you can go home, you can make the music that you just learned how to make. And so we give them opportunity to create, you know what I mean? And it's beautiful for me, man. I remember when I first kicked it off in 2018, I was up in Bayview, You know what I mean? Shout out
And
to
what's
Oakdale.
the name of it again?
It's called Dev Mission. So Dev Mission is the name of our nonprofit. It's Dev Mission Digital Music Lab. So you can look it up. Go to devmission.org, devmission.org, and you can find it right there. You can go ahead and log in. You can apply right there on the website. And again, I mean, I started, man, I had one student who finished my first cohort, one, and he later came on to be my TA and started running a program of his own. And now we've graduated nearly 100 students. We've hired back about 25 of them to come back and be TAs. They've also done performances for, Mayor London Breed in San Francisco, different festivals like Third Street Festival in Bayview. Some years ago, they actually performed, on the same stage with Busta Rhymes, man. So it's been a beautiful thing we've been able to create with these youngsters. And man, it's really just it's a lovely opportunity to be able to work with these kids and just teach them not only the love of music, but man, really just give them a leg up, because everybody not meant to be artists. You feel me? Maybe production is your thing. Maybe editing is your thing, but you just got to find that wave. I remember when I was in high school, man, I was doing everything to collect money for studio time because I was rapping. You feel me? Bro, I'm over there. I'm selling candy at school, slinging snacks and burning CDs, getting them off. You feel me? Playing dice. I was doing everything to try to go ahead and make sure I get money for studio time. So for us to be able to have this opportunity to give it to them and them do it in the courtesy of their own homes on their own is really dope, bro. It's really dope.
And do you work closely with Juvenile Hall too? Like, do you ever go down there?
I actually do not. You know what? I have not been down to Juvenile Hall in any city. But I definitely would love to go down with some of the brothers that I know that do work and do that work. So shout out to the good brother Corey Freshco over there on Instagram. He does that as long as a lot of my folks are at Alive and Free. I did Street Soldiers Radio for a long time. Yeah. And they send brothers over there. Shout out to the good brother Uncle Damien. Damien, definitely, I do a lot of work with him. Tomorrow, we actually got a basketball tournament in San Francisco. So I'm going to be, I don't know if this will be out in time, but, I'll be, hosting and also judging the basketball tournament. So a lot of organizations I'm connected to, but man, personally, nah, I would love to go down and talk to the youngsters though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think I know somebody. I don't know if he does for adults, but I could definitely check around. Though.
Yeah.
I could definitely check around.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you about some of the events, like Juneteenth and Mr. Fab had that unfortunate situation. What do you think the biggest disconnection is between like the safety and the events? Like, what do you think the best outcome, the optimal outcome is to have like Juneteenth and keep it safe so then people still could participate without nobody getting hurt or injured or tragic accidents?
We talk about Juneteenth, man, like the very first, I say Juneteenth festival of recent history in Oakland, like myself, shout out to Travis Watts, a lot of people came together and put that thing together.
Fam Bam.
Yeah, Fam Bam. Yeah. In the middle of the pandemic, literally. And really, we was just frustrated with what was going on. Of course, everybody was marching at that time in the streets. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, a lot of folks was outside. And it was just something burning in us. Like, man, we got to do something. And we put together a fantastic Juneteenth celebration in Oakland. It was peaceful. It was some mess on the other side, and that was sad. But then we continued on another 2 years, no issues, 3 years. And I feel like it was the first year that there wasn't anything really organized at the lake, at least not to my knowledge. I know they did something over at the Oakland Museum. But generally, whenever you get a lot of folks outside, man, it's always kind of liable to get messy. And just, being out here, how things kind of are. But generally, when I feel it's more organized and regulated, you have less opportunity for stuff like that to go down. You know
Definitely.
what I mean? But also, like kind of what we alluded to earlier, look where we at right now. Just as a state of Oakland is sitting here, and it's the Wild Wild West outside, bro. People, get away with whatever they want to.
Yeah.
We had a year and a half with, no police chief. You know, our mayor, I mean, let's be quite honest right now, you know, under federal watch, the airport want to change their name and not have Oakland and shit to go ahead and just say, let's just say San Francisco Bay. Bro, it's laughable. It's laughable. And, you know, I don't have the answers, but I'll tell you what could probably change some things. Nigga, go vote. Go vote. I don't want to hear no bullshit. How many of y'all went and turned and pulled up for the primaries? How many of y'all gonna pull up November 2nd? You got a problem with the mayor? Guess what? There's a recall. You got a problem with the district attorney? You feel like she's not being hard, not pushing the law? There's a recall. Take your ass down to the motherfucking to the polls and vote. You got a problem with anything that's going on outside? You worried because these young niggas running around trying to get it however they live? They hungry. And they getting it how they live. I don't support it. I don't condone it. Please leave my shit alone. But also understand these are the dynamics that you allow to influence your life if you don't take advantage of the power you have in your own damn hands. And I'm not saying you got to be worried about what them two old geezers was talking about last night on that damn debate. If you don't want to vote for the president, that's fine. On a local level, you should at least care about the shit that's going to affect your child if you got children. And if you don't, at least care about the shit that'll keep you safer in your community. I don't want to hear nothing. Take your ass down there and vote. I'm talking to niggas. I'm talking to everybody. Everybody.
Say somebody. Say something. And that was a good thing.
Yeah, I mean that, bro. I mean that shit.
Say somebody really doesn't know about a lot of politics and stuff like that. Where can they go and get some information on what's actually to be voted on and the explanation of it?
What you talking about, blood? You walk to Safeway, it's 3 niggas standing outside trying to get you to sign a petition. With a whole stack, most of them got booklets with all of the damn, you know, things that's on the ballot right now. With all the bills, new laws. Half y'all don't even know new laws going into effect on June 1st. That's going to affect your phone. Huh? You didn't know that, huh? So a whole lot of shit out there. You can go anywhere. Come on, bruh. We can go online and find whatever motherfucking spank bank photo or video we want to watch, right? We can go find that bitch we've been looking for on Instagram on OnlyFans. But we can't go find out what the hell is going to affect our kids in our district. Most of y'all don't even know what district you live in. What? Don't sit up here and play like you don't know how to use the internet, nigga. What? All y'all know to hawk to a girl. Do you know what? Do you know your district supervisor? Shut that shit up, bro. Get your ass on the internet. Go find out who's making the motherfucking laws that affect you. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
So back to the hawk tour.
Yeah, but I'm saying, bro, everybody can find the bullshit they want to find, bro. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Get your ass on that phone. You find everything else.
So do you typically vote every time it comes around, or do you have to see somebody that you actually want to vote for, or do you vote for the shit that you actually want to and say fuck the main person?
You know why I vote, bro? Because when I was growing up, my mother told me people died for me to be able to do it.
Gotcha.
And I rode with her whenever she went to go vote, whether it was primaries, whether it was presidential years, electoral years, whatever. My mama would sit there. She'd get me up from school tired, then work the whole day. And we would drive to whatever the polling place is, and mama would cast her vote. She'd cast her vote. My mother's from Arkansas, bruh. You talking about a woman from down south who grew up during segregation. She understood what it meant to not have a vote. Because she had to sit there and watch her parents, you feel me, be mistreated, disrespected, robbed legally as sharecroppers. So she understood the power of her voice. And even if you think it don't matter, nigga, it matter. And that's why I vote.
Noted.
You asked the question. That's why I vote.
For sure, man. Before we get out of here, man, tell people where they can meet you at.
Oh, man, meet me?
I mean, find your information.
Like, you want to meet me, you got to come to the basketball tournament tomorrow. Man, you can always tap in with me, man. Hit me up. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok at _GBIZNESS. Lock in with that G-Business. I'm on every single morning, 6 to 10 a.m. on 106 KMEL, Sanji Morning Show. I'm also on Saturdays from 10 to 3. And then if you ever listen to iHeartRadio's Throwback Station, I'm on there Saturday night / Sunday mornings from 12 to 6 a.m. And I'm in 19 different markets.
Gotcha.
I'm all over on that one.
And before we get out of here,
Yep.
I want to ask you a few hip hop trivia questions. I just wanted to make sure that we got into that real quick.
All right, what's up?
Okay. If the Chronic, the first Chronic, right? The first Chronic in Doggy Style by Snoop was a double disc, would that be better than All Eyes on Me?
If the Chronic.
The first Chronic.
If the first Chronic and Doggy Style
Was a double disc.
was a double disc, would it be better than All Eyes on Me? That's the question?
That's the question.
Yes. Yes. Answer's yes.
Okay. And is Machiavelli better than Me Against the World?
Is Machiavelli better than Me Against the World? You gotta say yeah. You gotta say yeah. To me, Me Against the World, though, I think that was Pac really, man, I felt he found his voice on that one. But Machiavelli, I mean, man.
That's all the Pacs.
Yeah, but Machiavelli, he gave you a soul.
Yeah.
He gave you a soul.
Who are the only two rappers that's from Oakland, California, that was on All Eyes on Me by Tupac?
Oh, shit. You might get me on that one. I for sure can't see that. I don't know if you're holding up the answer. I want to say, was Yuck on there? Yuck wasn't on there? Richie Rich?
I'm asking you.
But I'm throwing out names, nigga. I don't know. I ain't throwing
Nigga, you can't go on the game show and ask the question.
Well, then buzz me on that one. What was it?
Richie Rich and Drew Down.
Oh, Richie Rich. Okay. And Drew, I was gonna say Drew. Okay. All right. Shout out to Richie Rich, man. I don't think Richie Rich get enough respect. Richie Rich a real ass legend, man.
For real.
On God.
Do you look at Richie Rich as putting out a lot of music though? Has Richie Rich put out a lot of music?
I mean, I wouldn't say that a lot of people look at it as a large catalog. I mean, even when he had his deal or when he was signed, it wasn't like it wasn't a large body of work. But I mean, again, like even just going off of what we was talking about, bruh, he's got multiple classic songs. That in itself, you a legend, bruh. Cause I don't care what you say. Folks talk about, it was a one-hit wonder. It was a splash in the pan. Bruh, that one song, still though.
What do you think his biggest hit record is?
I mean, shit. For me, I want to go fucking, shake it west side, Rick inside, up that's right. I want to go there. But I mean, also, you know what? I'm not even gonna say record. I'm gonna say his most famous verse is still fucking on. I Got 5 on it. To me, Richie Rich verse.
It's funny that you say that.
Richie Rich verse. Come on, bro.
It's funny that you say that because on that song, right? I look at it like as a rapper, my favorite verse is Yuck Mouth. But in the club,
I like Drew's.
In the club, though, in the club, everybody, Richie Rich,
right. Where you from?
Oakland, smoking.
Come on, bro. Right, every time, yeah.
For sure, man. Well, thanks, man, for showing up. You know what I'm saying? I've been meaning to get you in here.
Yeah,
I see you got that Wu-Tang Clan shirt on.
Oh yeah, man.
Name all 9 members.
Oh, bro. RZA, Jizza, Inspector Deck, You God, Dirt, Meth. I already said Inspector Deck. I already said Jizza, Dirt. Oh yeah, Ghostface, Raekwon, and I already said Genius. Did I already say You God? I already said You God. Master Killer.
And you forgetting one?
Who?
Capadonna.
Huh?
Capadonna.
Who?
Capadonna.
Capadonna is
Wu-Tang.
Oh.
Capadonna. You ain't never heard of Cap?
Nah, I thought.
No, it's 10 of them. He would have been on the first one, but he was in jail. He was in jail, but he's on the what's the name?
Well, I miss Blood. No disrespect, Cap.
For sure, man. Well, thanks. Like I said, man, thanks. You know what I'm saying? And tell people where they can find you at again in case they didn't get you the first time.
All good, man. Tap in with me, _ G-BIZ-NESS, G-Business, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere.
And I'm LD's for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.